This is the first time to the Jamaica Young Police channel and you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please consider subscribing. Like the video. And once you like the video, a pop-up is going to show that it says hype the video. Hype the video. By hyping the video, you're making the video reach others on the YouTube platform. And those of you who have been here with at the Jamaica Young Police channel for years, and you're subscribed and you're not receiving a notification, please unsubscribe and subscribe again. Remember to share the video, because you know that the channel has been an attack by the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and their surrogates at YouTube. You have seen it for yourself, where they have even distorted my voice, trying to turn me into American. And I'm not. When I say American, I'm talking, speaking like an American. I'm not an American. I'm a Jamaican by birth, and I'm proud of my Jamaican accent, not changing it for anything in the world. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video.
That Anderson's track record is not one full of blemish that it will be so easy to attach certain things to him. The corruption argument not going to be attached to him so easily, right? In my humble opinion, I think they've outsmarted us and then putting this man now to be a CEO and whatever. The reality is we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is. He could have full of integrity like wow. He could have been whatever. He's the man who sought out all of the hurricane relief that got it to Jamaica, whether we know it or not. So I would love for us to be able to put that information together, package it for the ground so that the average Jamaican can get that information.
Bear in mind that the Nara bill is what the JLP sees as its glory and its savior for a fourth term and a fifth term or whatever. Speaking to some of them recently, some of the operatives, they see Nara as their way out to get back in tune with the Jamaican public, because they know them in a bad state, the public itself, the cost of living and everything. So they see Nara as a saving grace, and they're going to do everything in their power to try to get whatever done, which means bypassing like a parish council, which probably would do delay tactics and don't get this, which is why they did it that way. But safety standards and these things is a concern, so let's play our ball game of politics.
Because I think it's important to put the discussion in the context of the 28th of October 2025 Category 5 storm that killed at least 45 people. Last time, I haven't heard anything on the missing people yet, so I don't know if they've updated the number. At least 45 Jamaicans dead, thousands of homes damaged, lots of people are still living in substandard conditions, and we're actually hearing a discussion about if this were going through the parish council, how them would have used delaying tactics for hold up. This is people's lives.
Yes. Yeah.
Just so them can try get back into power, which they couldn't do at the last election. Otherwise, they would have been voted into power. And I don't know. Like I said, like both of you, it's not that I'm surprised to know that these discussions are taking place. But I think it's honest just hearing it and thinking of Western Jamaica the last time I went, thinking of my friend who called me from St. Elizabeth earlier this week and was telling me how him heart hurt him when him hear see women having to have babies under tent because, you know, they're not fully recovered yet. And then you hear this kind of conversation. No, man, it as we used to say in high school, it's sick stomach, man.
Yeah, so you have listened to the PNP. That's how they go around and destroy people's reputation, integrity and character. Wicked people, them. That's why I tell you, say, I would rather, you know, honestly, you know, I would rather to be anything else than be a supporter of the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Because them never love poor people. Never have. If you listen to my channel, everything I tell you is a testimony, you know. I grew up, born and raised in a Jonestown and grew up in a concrete jungle, Kingston 12. I live in those communities. I saw what was happening with my own eyes. I knew the young men. I knew the families. I knew the streets. When I look back today, I ask myself a painful question. Where are they now? Most of them are dead. Some died in political violence. Some died in gang warfare. Some died at the hands of the police and the security and the soldiers, the security forces. Some died at the hands of the very criminals they once called friends. Shoot them in the mid back, even at my own family members. Today, from my age group, only 2 of us are still alive. Orius Dinah Brown, who used to pay for Annette Gardens. That is not something I read in the paper. That is not something somebody told me. That is my life. That is my testimony. Those experiences shape my views about Jamaica's political culture. In my opinion, poor communities were too often treated as political battlegrounds instead of places where young people should have been given hope, education, employment and opportunities. I believe too many young men were influenced towards violence rather than encouraged to pursue productive lives. That's all it is when you're from a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization community. All of the wrong people them put up as role models for you as you to follow. The people them who violate other people's rights and then them call them bad man, them do music about them, influence the youths them to abuse, to violate other people's rights, but want their rights protected. And them impart you to be liars, criminal-minded people, sympathetic to criminals, yet patriots, people who are there to the voice and eyes and ears for victims of crime, that they are the ones who are the bad people in a community, in the society. That's why I can't support them. You will never hear them condemn criminality. So what has shocked the conscience now of Dionne Jackson-Miller? That is not surprising to me, because I know this all along. I have born and raised in it. Majority of the educated people in Jamaica are criminal-minded people. You hear Raga Shanti himself said it. Just listen to it. It's over an hour. It's on the Jamaica Young Police channel. That's why I'm left Jamaica. The same man even said, I am wasting my time. He's from the ghetto too. Because the people them, the movers, the shakers and the players, they do not want it changed because they benefit from the criminality. These are the PNP, you know, LGBTQ plus criminal organization. And the GLP have a lot of them in there too, because it's a criminal system, it's a criminal paradise. Just look what they have done earlier this year when they had tell everyone, every youth who commit crimes, yeah, after a certain time we give you a clean police record so you can migrate and live your life and you get license and you get all of the good things them. Nothing to do to prevent the youths them to say to walk the straight and narrow road. No. Instead of investing in the minds of young people, too many communities became trapped in cycles of fear, political division, and criminal violence. That is why I have dedicated my life to speaking out against criminality, and regardless of who commits it. As a former police officer, I have seen firsthand where the road leads. I have knocked on mothers' doors. I have investigated murders. I have comforted grieving families. Women whose rights have been violated, rape. Men kick down them door. But marauding gunmen and rape, or even the man. Even men them rape. I have seen promising young lives destroyed because they believe violence was the answer. Yeah, you become a Dan, everybody respect you and your ego bigger on your head. And eventually, you get killed. Just like Jerome. Because there's no honest criminal. My message to every young man, young Jamaican watching this is simple. Do not allow any politician, gang leaders, or criminal organization to convince you that your future lies in violence. That is what Jamaican for Justice is doing to our youths, without even telling them, putting them on the conveyor belt to death and destruction. Before these people telling the youth, don't take up a gun. You take up a gun, you're looking at 15 years to life or the departure lounge. No, they are blaming the police and blaming people who are trying to keep us, the Jamaican people, safe. Because once you have an illegal gun and you're killing people, you're violating other people's rights. Why you want your right to be protected? Let that make sense. Do not allow them, man, to destroy you. Your future lies in education. Not like Marvin, Edgar, the thief, the scammer, the man who soon be extradited to the United States of America. He's out there campaigning with Mark Gummy Gold and the big belly white man from England who never loved black people. Not because him have a black wife. I hold him all around and take it from her. And if he never been married to her, him go to prison. Rapist. Your future lies in integrity. Your future lies in becoming a productive citizen who can lift your family and your country. Every political party in Jamaica should be judged by one standard. Did their leadership help create safer communities, better schools, more opportunity, and a brighter future for ordinary Jamaicans? Those are the questions every voter should ask. Because at the end of every election, politicians return to their homes. But it's ordinary Jamaicans who continue living with the consequences of the decisions made in the nation's name. Just remember that. So when all of these people pretend as if they are shocked what they have heard, I say me, I'm not. Because I know that the PNP never loved poor people. I never born rich. My fellow Jamaican members of the Jamaica diaspora, friends of Jamaica from around the world. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, like this video, share it. I remember once you like the video, you're going to say hype. Yeah, it's already. And leave your comments below. Your engagement helps this discussion reach more people. The more you write, the more. It don't matter, although this channel is being sabotaged and under attack from them. Once you write, that help the algorithm. We can beat them because we know so them are evil. Evil of expiry date, and always remember that. Today I want to examine something that has generated considerable discussion in Jamaica. The reported WhatsApp messages involving members of the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization National Executive Committee concerning the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, NARA. This discussion is not about asking anyone to support one political party over another. It is about asking whether political leaders are putting the interests of Jamaica first, especially after a national disaster. You listen, if you are PNP, we know it's PNP are people who can't think. I tell people all the time, say, trust me, whether or not you want to believe, these are people who have no head. It's just like the woman that take up our 50,000 and give Marvin Edgar without anything. Them now have no head. You couldn't do that to no labor right. May I tell you that? Throughout my life, experiencing and dealing with people who have labor right inclination or education, these are the people you can't trick. May I tell you that? As a detective, that's why I tell you, say, me know say PNP are dummies. Them are people them not read, them not go to library. All them do is sit down and chat nonsense. And everything I was told, when disaster strikes, politics should come second. Every hurricane leaves behind more than damaged buildings. It leaves behind frightened families. It leaves behind parents wondering how they will lead their children. It leaves behind elderly people wondering where they will sleep. It leaves behind farmers who have watched years of hard work disappear overnight. That is the reality. When disaster strikes, ordinary Jamaicans are not asking whether the aid is red or orange, whether a Labour right or PNP, or you understand. They are asking who will help us. And when the PNP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization, whose majority of the people the most suffer from the hurricane and feeling pain, economic pain, and they are there saying that they're going to do everything to make their supporters' life harder because they want power. And the same supporters them are vote for them again. Because so them stay, them nah no head. Although this white man come from England, them nah no problem with that because them are PNP, them are not. I tell people a lot of time, hey, a PNP community come a PNP family, everything, you know. PNP no see themselves as Jamaican, you know, them are PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporters and voters. You can't tell them nothing. This like a cult. This like from them born and them start indoctrinating them from them a baby. Every Labour right for dead and every police is dead. Them now have no head. Them can't think. The same people that you grow within our PNP community, them feed them pitney and feed them pitney. All of them are live there till then dead. Because that mindset. And if them even left, it's crime. Crime them are used to trick themselves out of that. And eventually them are end up dead or go to prison. According to the information summarized, one participant reportedly suggests that portraying Major General Anthony Anderson as corrupt would not be persuasive enough to the Jamaican people because of his reputation in public service. These are some of the evilest people them in Jamaica. So you saw them come out and say, boy, him a rear admiral and all of them thing there. Them will come with that same Timon. Although that no bother them supporters, but we are the decent Jamaicans, them the one that we can't think. Because PNP supporters them don't care about nothing. Even when the man come out and say, hey, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Patricia Duncan, Sutherland and the likes and the others them come out and say, oh, my boy named J. Bryan and wish him happy anniversary. You cock up your body and take it like a girl. Them still vote for them. And them see one say, oh, we don't like Timon, no Timon for dead. And see them artists, the one that do song about Boom Bye Bye. Seems say, oh, we not do it again. Because yeah, guess what? I saw that PNP philosophy that are them bread and butter. Or if you go to song and say where you believe it, you can't do that. So them say them can't convince the Jamaican people them say him corrupt. So another reportedly commented that Nara's success could help the governing Jamaica Labour Party politically, so they must stay in power them with the 4th term and 5th term. They look here at 10th term. PNP never sit not until them denounce criminality. But as we say, you know, one day out of 7 things must change, you know. We're not gonna continue like this because we're in a different era. And we are all we are dummy and them thing there, and like sheep. You have shepherds. Those reported comments naturally lead to questions about how political parties think during moments of national recovery. So them feel say nobody now. To them no, you know. Them can't deny it, you know. Them have to find out who leak it. Dummies, me tell them all the time, so them fi understand, say the phone is a two-way radio. Period. You understand? Even WhatsApp, although WhatsApp, hey, look here. The Israeli them have a technology where government have where them can access anything. You understand? Anything. What I'm about to tell you is my opinion, shaped by my own experiences. I was born, I grew up in a Jonestown and concrete jungle, Kingston 12, the belly of the beast, where the baby born, the criminal baby, Michael Manley, the godfather. I served for over a decade and a half as a police officer in Jamaica. During those years, I interacted with people from every political background, but majority of them are from PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization background. I had few, the labor right communities them in my police area, We don't have no crime in them, I tell you that. Like Cling Avenue and them place there and Tower Hill. Although I'm a part of my division, not my police here. We don't have no problem with them. You understand? But majority of crime, you criminal them, PNP communities they are from. You have to understand that. Those experiences shape how I view politics in Jamaica. You may agree with my conclusions. You may disagree. That's your right. But this is me telling you the truth. But I believe every Jamaican also has the right to hear different perspective and then decide for themselves. I'm not talking to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporters, voters and activists. The diehard one. The one that you can't. Because see a little dummy him type through Tamale Sparta. Say boy, yeah man, me know say you're labor right and all of them thing there. Me never born a labor right. Me born Chris Porter. A man from Jonestown. A man from the belly of beast. Tamale Sparta a criminal. Tamale Sparta should be sent to the departure loan long time. But God not sleep the amount of people that boy are responsible for killing in Jamaica. The issue is bigger than one WhatsApp group. It is bigger than one political party. The issue is trust. When Jamaicans hear politicians discussing strategy during a period of national recovery, many will naturally ask, are they thinking first about the people? No, they are not. That is a legitimate democratic question. In every democracy, citizens should expect vigorous debate. Opposition parties should scrutinize governments. Governments should welcome accountability. But citizens also expect political leaders to remember that people recovering from a hurricane are not campaign props. That's the way PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is doing. They do not care about the voters. All these people always care about is power. I'm going to tell people all the time. They say, oh, we know you're liberal. You're free to say what you want to say. I am not here to try to convince you about anything. I am just here to educate you. Anything, if I'm saying anything here and you disagree with it, I said before and I say again, all you have to do is just come. You come on the channel and tell me the truth. Tell me what you have known and convince me with facts. You understand? We don't deal with innuendos and madness. It's just facts we deal with over here. Period. We don't care about no guy feelings and no woman feelings. You know, we just tell you the real mama papa truth. You know, some people, we don't expect everybody to go like we. And if everybody like we, something wrong with it, I don't care. Because we don't do things I want people to like we. We're all family members, we don't like we. Because we talk the truth. And we don't depend on wagon. We are no wagonists. We can't think. They are human beings, man, trying to rebuild their life. These people using the people them as props. The same people, me say one of them says she's a stripper. Boss something that is immoral. And she a boss say she a stripper. And she sell her front and them thing there and the people them a clap. Them are people that are not shame, you know. You understand? The role of the opposition, every healthy democracy needs an opposition. The opposition's responsibility is to ask difficult questions, to investigate, to challenge, to expose waste. If it exists, that strengthens democracy. However, if political discussion becomes focused primarily on electoral advantage instead of public welfare, voters may reasonably question whether priorities are in the right place. PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporters, them can't think. The PNP never have been looking out for these people. All them care about is power for them going and thief. Them not care about the poor people them. The same infrastructure that I had born and raised and seen at Jonestown and it's still there, nothing improved, nothing change. Same little road, same dirty water, gutter water, the water black. The only time you ever see water color change was when Tom Levine them licked down the 9-man them. I Love Street, including General Starkey. And the blood does a leak in the dirty water and it turn red. Aha, you understand? Them the infrastructure not change. That is why transparency matters. That is why accountability matters. That is why every political organization, government or opposition, should be prepared to explain its actions. The PNP knows that them voter not care because it's a cult. We see all a man from jungle, we get deported from England, from England, you know. You understand? Because him in a country illegal and then deport him. And the man where him a vote for come from England and him no want them, him no want him in a film country of England. But him willing to vote for the same man to become prime minister. Make that make sense? For sure you them fool. If me know me there in your country and you make them deport your country deport me. No more me go have a disdain for you. You no like me cause me black and you white. Me not go vote for you. But him a promote. Cause so them stay their mind were backwards. This message is not only for the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. It is also for the GLP. Power is temporary. The Jamaican people are permanent. Every politician eventually leaves office. See, Michael Manley, wicked Michael Manley gone, dead and gone. Almost 30 years now. Edward Seaga dead and gone. Mike Rennie dead the film bed and wait for leave this earth for go to the departure lounge. Wicked Trevor Monroe I suffer before him dead. I beg God for kill him. God now kill him. So him have to just wait or him can just do it himself. The decisions made today will become tomorrow's history. History remembers leaders who serve the people, not the ones who serve themselves and their party. History also remembers leaders who place politics above national interests. That is why every elected representative should constantly ask, will this decision help ordinary Jamaicans? If the answer is no, perhaps the decision should be reconsidered. The PNP never care about poor people, even things to make them safe. The PNP had a bill that was to help fight crime. Portia Simpson-Miller had it. And when the GLP came to office, the GLP advanced it. And Julian Robinson, the man who allegedly responsible for the killing of Nicky, him and the boy from Swallowfield and the boy Tommy Lee Sparta, them carried a court and the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization court struck it out. Said unconstitutional. That's how it is. Anything with help the poor people. The poor people then believe they're the one who tell them, say, yeah, kill people, go to jail, and them kill you. I want to love you. I don't want to tell you the hard truth and tell you to stay away from crime. That's the one that love you. We know that everything that we're doing, we know so there's, you have to account for your actions. I remember, the Bible says, God said, those who will lead the sheep, they must stray. You have to answer. They deserve accountability, and they deserve political leaders who recognize that after a hurricane, rebuilding communities should come before political calculations. Whether you agree with me or not, I encourage every viewer to examine the available information carefully, think critically, and make your own judgment based on the evidence. Thank you for tuning into the Jamaica Young Police Channel. If you have reached here, you have reached to the end of this presentation, and it goes to show you that you are focused. And we just say, no to corruption, no to the PNP LGBTQ plus liars. Yeah, man. So the code word, if you reach here, say no to corruption, no to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization liars. And this will be also in the description box. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.